Hi, I'm Hazel. You won't believe what I'm about to share. I've always been a bookworm, and as a literature professor at the local community college, I've turned that passion into a career. But my true pride and joy? My rare book collection. Over the years, I've gathered a treasure trove of first editions, signed copies, you name it. It's worth over $200,000 now. I like to joke with my husband Mark that it's our retirement plan. One evening, I carefully unwrapped a new package. "Honey, come look at this," I called out. "It's a first edition Hemingway." Mark wandered in, smiling. "Another one for the Hazel Thompson Library, huh?" he teased. "You bet. Thanks for always supporting my obsession." He kissed my cheek. "Hey, it makes you happy. And who knows? Maybe it'll pay for Ethan's college someday." Our 18-year-old son, Ethan, sprawled on the couch, buried in his phone. "Mom, Dad, can we talk about college? Tuition's due soon." I glanced at Mark. "Don't worry, sweetie. We've been saving for years. It's all taken care of." Later that week, I met my best friend, Lisa, for coffee. She stirred her latte, giving me a look. "I don't know how you do it, Hazel. Balancing work, family, and that incredible collection." I shrugged. "It's not easy, but it's worth it." "Oh, did I tell you? Mark's brother Tom and his son Jake are coming over for dinner tonight." Lisa rolled her eyes. "Jake, the entrepreneur. What's his latest get-rich-quick scheme?" "Who knows?" I sighed. But Mark gets so excited about Jake's ideas. I just hope he doesn't rope us into investing again. That evening, as I set the table, Jake launched into his pitch. "Uncle Mark, Aunt Hazel, you've got to hear about this new crypto platform I'm developing. It's going to be huge." Tom beamed. "My boy's got a real knack for business. This could be his big break." I caught Mark's eye, silently pleading with him not to get carried away. He gave me a reassuring nod. As we cleared the dishes, Ethan chimed in. "Mom, can we go over my class schedule? I'm so excited to start college." "Of course, honey, I'm excited too. Your future is bright and will support you every step of the way." Little did I know, everything was about to unravel. My beloved books, my son's future, my trust in my husband. But that's a story for another day. For now, I was just Hazel Thompson, literature professor and rare book enthusiast, blissfully unaware of the storm brewing on the horizon. I couldn't wait to get home after the conference. It had been great, but I missed my family. As I approached the house, I heard Mark's voice through the open window. He sounded excited. "Yeah, the books are all boxed up and ready to go. Hazel's entire collection. It's going to be a gold mine for Jake's startup." My heart stopped. I fumbled with my keys and burst through the door. I found Mark in his office. "What do you mean my books are boxed up?" My voice shook. Mark's face went pale. "Hazel, you're home early. Answer me, Mark. What's going on with my books?" He sighed, running a hand through his hair. I sold them. All of them." The room started spinning. "You did what?" "Jake's crypto platform. It's a sure thing. We're going to be rich." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. "You sold my entire collection, without even asking me, for Jake's latest harebrained scheme." "It's not harebrained, Hazel. This is different." He looked desperate. "I know you're upset." "Upset? I'm beyond upset, Mark. Those books were my life's work," I shouted, my voice cracking with disbelief. Then a horrible thought struck me. "Wait, how much did you invest?" Mark wouldn't meet my eyes. "Well, all of it, and a bit more." A cold wave of panic washed over me. "What do you mean, a bit more, Mark?" He mumbled something I couldn't make out. "Speak up." My voice trembled. He finally blurted it out. "Ethan's college fund, okay? I invested Ethan's college fund too." I felt like I'd been punched in the gut. You use our son's future for Jake's crypto nonsense." "It's not nonsense. It's going to pay off, Hazel. You'll see. We'll make back 10 times what we invested." I was beyond furious. "Get the books back. Now." Mark shook his head, his face pale. "I can't. The sales are final. They've already been shipped to buyers across the country." Just then, Ethan walked in, his face confused. "Mom? Dad? Why are you yelling?" I looked at Mark. "Tell him," I demanded. Mark hesitated, then explained what he'd done. Ethan's face crumpled. "My college fund. It's gone." I pulled him into a tight hug, glaring at Mark over Ethan's shoulder. "We'll figure something out, honey. I promise." But Dad said it's a sure thing, Ethan whispered, his voice muffled against me. Right, Dad? Mark nodded eagerly. Absolutely. Jake's business is going to solve everything. You'll see. I'd never felt so betrayed. Mark, you've crossed a line. You've gambled with our son's future, and you've destroyed something that meant the world to me. Hazel, please. Just give it a chance. In a few months, we'll be laughing about this. I shook my head, my heart breaking. No, Mark. We won't, because I don't know how I can ever trust you again. Are you sure about this? Lisa asked as she helped me unpack in her spare room. I don't have a choice, Lisa, I said, sighing. I can't stay with him after what he did. Ethan trudged in, carrying another box. Mom, where are we going to live? I hugged him tight. We'll figure it out, honey. For now, we're staying with Aunt Lisa. The next day, I met with Rachel, my lawyer friend, at a cafe. Hazel, I'm so sorry this happened to you, she said, looking over my documents. You have grounds for divorce, and we can pursue financial recovery, but it won't be easy. I nodded, fighting back tears. I know, I just need to focus on Ethan's future now. Over the next few weeks, I threw myself into work. I took on extra classes, started tutoring, anything to make enough money to cover Ethan's college expenses. One night, unable to sleep, I started a blog about rare books. I poured my heart into it, sharing my knowledge and the story of my lost collection. Mom, Ethan peeked into my room. You okay? I smiled weakly. Just working on my blog, sweetie. Go back to sleep. To my surprise, the blog took off. Book lovers from all over the world reached out with messages of support and sympathy. You won't believe this, I told Lisa over coffee. My blog's gone viral. People are sharing their own stories of lost treasures. Lisa grinned. See, you're turning this nightmare into something positive. Just then, my phone buzzed. It was Mark. Hazel, please. Jake's business, it's not going well. I made a mistake. Can we talk about reconciling? I took a deep breath. No, Mark. What you did, it's not something we can come back from. But I can make it right, I promise. Goodbye, Mark. I hung up, my hands shaking. Lisa squeezed my arm. You okay? I nodded. I will be. A few days later, I received an email from a man named David, a wealthy book collector who'd been following my blog. Dear Hazel, it read, your passion for rare books is evident. I'd like to offer you a job curating my private library. The salary would be substantial enough to support you and your son's education. I couldn't believe it. Lisa, look at this. She read over my shoulder, her eyes widening. Hazel, this is amazing. Are you going to take it? I looked at Ethan, who was studying at the kitchen table. What do you think, honey? Ready for a new adventure? He grinned. As long as we're together, Mom, I'm ready for anything. As I drafted my response to David, I felt a glimmer of hope for the first time in weeks. My beloved books were gone, but maybe, just maybe, this was the start of a new chapter in our lives. Dear David, I typed, I would be honored to accept your offer. Mom, I got an A on my first college paper. Ethan's voice rang out as he burst into our new apartment. I beamed with pride. That's fantastic, honey. I knew you could do it. It had been 6 months since our world turned upside down. But things were finally looking up. My blog had become a go-to resource for rare book enthusiasts, and my job curating David's library was a dream come true. As I prepared for a small celebration I was hosting that evening, my phone buzzed. It was Lisa. Hazel, have you heard the news about Mark? My stomach tightened. No, what happened? Jake's crypto thing. It was a Ponzi scheme. The feds are investigating. I sat down stunned. What about Mark? He's not directly implicated in the fraud, but Lisa hesitated. Hazel, they found out he's been embezzling from his company to fund Jake's ventures. He's lost his job and might face charges. A whirlwind of emotions hit me, shock, anger, and strangely, a small sense of vindication. I don't know what to say. You okay? Lisa asked gently. I took a deep breath. Yeah, I think so. Thanks for letting me know. Later that evening, as my guests arrived, Ethan, Lisa, and my new colleagues from the book world, I couldn't help but reflect on how much had changed. To new beginnings, I toasted, raising my glass. And to you, Hazel, David added, smiling. Your blog and your work have been invaluable to the rare book community. I smiled. thinking about the literacy program I had donated to with my first paycheck. I just hope I can help others discover the joy of reading, even if my own collection is gone. As the night wore on, conversation flowed freely. We laughed, shared stories, and discussed future projects. Looking around at the people around me, my son, my best friend, and my new colleagues, I felt a warmth I hadn't experienced in a long time. When the last guest had left, Ethan helped me clean up. "Mom," he said, his face serious, "I'm really proud of you. You know that, right?" Tears pricked my eyes. "Thanks, sweetie. I'm proud of us both." As I got ready for bed that night, I caught my reflection in the mirror. The woman staring back at me was different from the one I'd been 6 months ago. Stronger, more confident. Yes, I'd lost my precious books, but I gained something far more valuable: self-respect, true friends, and a brighter future for myself and my son. The betrayal, painful as it was, had led me down a path of personal and professional growth I might never have discovered otherwise. As I drifted off to sleep, a sense of peace washed over me. Tomorrow was a new day, full of possibilities. For the first time in a long time, I was excited to see what it would bring. The story of Hazel and Mark and their family has come to an end. Now, I have a question for you. If you were in Hazel's shoes, would you ever be able to forgive Mark for selling your prized possessions and gambling away your child's future? Or do you believe some betrayals are simply unforgivable, no matter the circumstances or promises of change? Share your thoughts in the comments below.